Alright.
Okay, I press the time.
You ready?
Yep, count down whenever.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. I don't know why you can hear me, but it's because the mic is, it's the mic that's embedded in my webcam, so it's pretty bad and it picks everything up. It picks up everything right there, I should say. So that's like chair noises and door hinges creaking and button clicking, that kind of thing. So just bear with me. Also, something's happening with the audio, and sometimes it just cuts out somehow. Hopefully it sounds better on your end. It does on my ear, but it is what it is. This is TSFP, and basically the way what you want to do is you want to go out as straight as you can, and you want to shoot all the bad guys in the head, because that's they die. That's when they die. Actually, you can shoot in the body as well, but that takes a longer time, as opposed to just shooting in the head and being done with it, you know? Also, you can't jump in this game before you ask. There's no button for jumping, so the game works fine without it. Thank you very much, but some people don't like that because they grew up doing like the Halo days or whatever. Not me. I played Halo 3 only, but that's about it. I like this game a lot more. Walt Disney, you going to meet this book cancer. So I have to snipe these. Basically, the idea of the game is you have to stop a war from happening, and to do that, you have to travel back in time to find out the root cause. So that's what I'm about to do. As each mission, or almost each mission, every other mission, you travel back in time, back or forward, I should say.
Lad.
Hmm?
You're a little quiet still. If you could speak up a bit or turn your mic up, that'd be okay.
Hold on, sorry about that.
It's okay.
Yeah, sorry for being quiet as well. My girlfriend is sleeping behind me and I don't want to disturb her too much. That's right, I'm not like the rest of you. How's that feel? The thing here is, and these enemies are like, give the game a standard TimeSplitters, right? And so, how they work is, some of them work, it's when you kill one, another one comes running out. You have to kill them in waves of 5, 4, and 9. And then this place becomes accessible. And this place works in a similar way, except you can kill any 10. And as soon as you kill one, a new one spawns from this ledge over here. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's just get 10. So you want to get the last guy way back towards this place, because that's a lot faster. Oh, things are working out better now, but you know, it's like don't really expect too much out of this. It's very early here, and as I said, I have to be quiet. So the game is fine with commentary anyway, so very linear and straightforward. There's nothing you're gonna miss. Nothing that really needs to be expanded upon. I guess I should say, sorry, I can't yell. I want to wake up the sleeping people in my room. Yeah, I guess I should say is, anytime you get hit, you get boosted in the opposite direction, right? That the bullet came from, so if you hit in the back, you get boosted forward. That's a good thing, because you want to be boosted forward. Especially since it's on easy difficulty, and this might not work. Oh, it's working. Yeah, since it's on easy difficulty, I can just take the shots from the turret boat there, and it's no problem. So that's why I play on easy, pretty much, because it's fine over as fast, so you can just don't have to worry that much about your health. In this gate, you essentially just have to hit from the right angle, and I thought that would be it, which is why I went at it, you know, but it works weird sometimes. So when this character is in his unknown mode, he has this thing called the uplink, which is how he connects to the time travel machine that sends him forward and back in time. Essentially what it is it has some kind of telekinesis device on it and can grab things from far away. That's useful in a variety of missions, because sometimes it's absolutely necessary and sometimes you just do not get the fuck out of it. Yeah, sometimes he does that. He just runs in front of the TNT. Normally I would have just shot at it to make it explode faster, but you never know with that guy. He might run in front of it and then you're kind of fucked. If he does, because when he dies, you get game over. And that's really one of the only ways you're going to game over in this game mode, is if your partner dies. Essentially. And so if I stay in the northwestern corner of that elevator, I hit the loading zone faster. And if I don't, and so I can just restart from checkpoint to be up at the top of it. Saves like 10 seconds. So nice, yeah, this rocket right on my gun. Basically, if you play the 11th mission, normally they're not supposed to drop during this mission. You can find them in cases and such, but not supposed to drop from enemies. But if you play the 11th mission before you go on from the beginning, you can get them to drop from this level as well, so that saves quite a few seconds when you fight in the tank, as you can just shoot them in the head. Normally, you have to run around and pick stuff out, like TNT and such, but that's just way faster. And that's the second mission. So now I travel further forward, but back, you know? Forward and past. Sorry about the moment. Oh. Black guy's not supposed to see me. You have to be quote unquote stealthy here. And stealthy for this game is not that apparently. Hopefully that was. Oh no, it didn't. Yeah, I didn't shoulder. Basically what you want to do is you want to be sneaky so it goes around this way and not that way, right? And the way you do that is if you can stand like plain sight and such, but if you have your silencer on, if you hit everyone in the head, that counts as you like stealth killing them. Right? This guy's watch out. There it is. Almost messed it up, but yeah, I hit him in the shoulder or something. And that's why it don't work. Same deal here really. Gotta just hit them in the head. And if you can do that while running, like that saves a lot of time everywhere, essentially. Like everywhere you need to kill an enemy, you want to do so while moving, if you can. You never want to stop. Essentially, because that's how you save time in this game, I never stop them. Or how you do it fast, really. That second time, you want to be stealth in the second part because you want that car that I used to get back. It doesn't do anything but save you time, so. But also if you get seen, there are a lot of other guys to come after you. They're not very hard to kill, they're annoying, and some of them grab the car and drive away from the place, like, or you pull the lever, or lever, I should say. Now I have to snipe. Basically, my partner's going into the barracks to get some uniforms, and I have to protect him from up here. And the enemies always move in the same pattern, so if you're fast enough, you can get them real quick. And that saves a lot of time too. And I just have to wait for them to come out at the door to the left area. Yeah. So I picked up the grenades just for that. I have to kill everyone in this room. Or in this building, I should say. And then you can trigger this cutscene. So in this section you have to, there's a door here, right? That door. Behind the pillar. And in order to open it, you have to turn on the power again. So that's what you're doing here. So you have to kill these guys. Or if you don't kill these guys, you don't have to kill them. If you don't, they're gonna notice, like you're undercover now, right? And if you don't kill them, you're gonna break cover faster. And on your way back, there are gonna be a lot of enemies that you don't really want to deal with at this stage. If you can avoid to. In a sense you can by just killing the guys then. that's what you do. And that's just a ton of running. So now I can get through that door.
Power is back online. Onwards to Sector 3.
Well, again, since it's on easy, even though I have like 10 people shooting at me at the same time, it's not that big of a problem because they don't barely do any damage. So now I'm using the thing again, right? Then I have to throw this on the door. Like that. And it's just very useful in several missions. Not for mandatory reasons, but for just doing things faster. So now there's a final cutscene, that's the end of this mission, essentially. If you can hear some weird noise right now, that's the scroll wheel of my mouse. This mic really does pick up everything, which is why I'm being careful with it. Should like that. That was my chair.
I'm still searching for information on the brotherhood.
Alright, sorry. So if at any point I think this level looks like the train level from GoldenEye, that's because same developers, so they didn't rip off anyone. So, level is very straightforward, like very linear. Most of it just walking straight up, essentially. And here comes, there's a helicopter there that I just shot down, but here comes another one. And so, the game has like a fun mechanic, kind of, where you have to protect yourself, kind of, or like another version of yourself, I guess from the future version, right? Comes along and helps you out. And the reason why I'm shooting him is because I want him to fire the rockets faster, and that's a bit close, actually. I don't think it's... Yeah, this tactic is really weird, because half the times it works, like, instantly, almost. The other half here, just stuck there, shooting at him, and nothing really happens, because he shoots the rockets into the wall or something. And guy's pretty bad. And in the cutscene there, I missed now because you can skip most of the cutscenes in this game, which is good. But actually, have to play the role of the future too, right? This is a lot faster when you're doing it for software. That. I don't know. I really don't know my rockets missed, but that's unfortunate. I don't know. For some reason I lost tracking of them. And that's pretty unfortunate because it wastes a few seconds. Thankfully though, one thing that you can do is with single shot weapons like that, you only have one bullet in them or one ammo, whatever you want to say, in them before you have to reload. You can just switch them out and switch them back in again and they'll have been reloaded. They'll have been reloaded. And since just switching them out like that is faster than watching the reload animation, that takes quite a few seconds. There are a few puzzles you can get there, like 4 or 5 of them, different ones, but they're all very easy to memorize and it's all on the fly anyway, so it's never really a problem. Can't say the same for this guy though, because he's a real motherfucker. If you're lucky, he can just spin out of control and mess you up. So that was a pretty good fight still. What the fuck is going on here? So that was a bit unfortunate, but overall pretty good. Should travel forward in time again, and this time it's 0.
Okay, I'm gonna get my photos and get out of here.
This is the zombie missions. And basically the deal with the zombies is, sorry, they are really like, they don't stand in the 2 feet very well, so anytime you just shoot at them, they fall back very much. And if they do, they come a lot harder to kill. So you really want to make sure you hit them in the head the first time. But that's the problem too, they bob their head really weirdly from side to side because they're zombies. So it's hard to hit them immediately. That's because of the way they move. We'll see. Like this guy. This kind of thing. If you know where they're gonna appear, then you can just pop these ones before they even get to annoy you. Or you see this guy just keep moving from side to side. That kind of thing. So you have to kill all of these and they surface when you get near them. Or when you approach them from the front, I should say. Like that. If you just run into them from the back, nothing really happens to you. And because this is on easy, I can just run through the fire. And it's no problem. There's a skip. One of the only ones in the game. Oh, I missed it. Last shot went straight under her armpit. That's unfortunate. It's no problem. Alright, that's shot her too far, unfortunately. I've been doing it right, I just let it run too far. That's what you want to do, because these doors close when you get near to them, or get close to them, right? But if you shoot her across the room, like she can't block them on her own, right? So you shoot her across the room, she stands in between them, and she blocks the door, so you can get through. Or they swing open again, right? This fucker. And this guy has some corners, so fucking. That's really unfortunate. You don't have to kill that guy that had me locked in, but it behooves you to do so anyway, because he wants to run at you, really annoying. So that's a little bit of time wasted, it's unfortunate, but they already wasted a couple of tries for the skip. This part is like my least favorite part of the entire run because I never know. Like, I know what you gotta do, but these bugs are so. I don't know, like the inner workings of them. I don't have it laid out. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's slow, and they just kind of come from every angle. It's hard to. Know what the hell to do. And since they're zombies, I should say, they're very fragile too. So just like shooting something or throwing something at their head usually gets them. You can't get through that guy without killing him, so. Fortunate that I hit the guy behind him instead. So that cutscene doesn't start until you kill all of them. There's another little flip you can do here. I don't know if that's what to call it, but you do it like this. If you do like that, you can get behind the wall. And essentially what that just does is, well, as soon as you hit the point, right, you spawn a cutscene, but if you immediately just start backing up and skipping the cutscene, immediately you can get behind the wall as it's falling down. Alright. Got walled in real quick. So what these guys do is you just light them on fire and they die after a few seconds. You have to kill everyone in there to be able to proceed, but that's the end of it as soon as you enter through the door. So here you just have to kill a lot of zombies. And here it's especially crucial to just hit him in the head as much as possible, because that's a real time sink otherwise. but that's really good. A lot of ammo left, etc. You want to preserve the ammo in this gun as long as possible. You want to make sure you have some left. You can only get towards the end when you don't need it anymore. Like past the point where you don't use the gun, it's when you find more ammo, so you really want to hit your targets here. So those zombies are the worst because their head movement is even more unpredictable than the other guys. So I'm glad I got them all in one shot. And for this part, it's just a bunch of them coming down slides, so their heads are always in the same positions, and it's very predictable. Almost. Sorry, had to reload. So right here, I think. There's one more guy. That was right. That was because the head was in the way. They got their body, or their heads, you can throw them around and stuff. They're like, still have hitboxes after they're shot off, essentially, so I think that's what blocked it. There's a short auto scroll. Only thing you can really do is shoot harpoons at these guys, pretty much. Nothing you really have to concern yourself with, but since you're in the way and you do damage, then you might as well. You don't need the ammo. You don't need the health, but anything to pass the time, essentially. So you get 10 here. And this is really what you want the ammo for. You gotta be careful so you don't move on too fast, because if you do, then more zombies will spawn from the back than you have to, because the game doesn't want you to be separated from your future self for too long. Or at all, I should say. It's kind of bad of me, not gonna lie. The running ones are also very annoying because I mean, you see now what I mean with the movement. And they're just doing things back and forth, and there's very annoying. Oh yeah, they fall down to a random interval, so you never said it. Or I never mentioned it, but you've seen it happen. But yeah, they just do that, and there's no way to predict it. It just happens. Kind of messes up everything. Most of the luck, and most of the times where luck comes into play in this game are concerning enemies. Or at least other, like, NPCs. Might be enemies, might be your future self, might be your partners. I think it's gonna get it. So there are some ways you can, like, work the AI into your favor. Other times we have to rely on them not to mess up. But it's essentially a very Like the run itself is very independent of luck. At least in this category, on hard, which is the hardest difficulty, there's a bit more luck involved because it can get you killed essentially. But here it's just, even if you get the worst possible luck imaginable, you're not going to die essentially. And you can still complete the run very fast. Excuse me. And it's the same deal there, you just hit the restart, no, sorry, there we go. You just hit the respawn bubble or whatever, or checkpoint bubble, and then you start. You don't have to kill any of these guys, but if you do, again, like, since they're all in your way, it's faster to, you want to walk as straight as possible, right? And it's faster to take them out and keep walking than it is to walk around them. So as much as you can, you just want to walk around them, or kill them once they're in the way. Hard in time again. This time you're actually past the current year as well. The game wants you to be sneaking carefully, but it's not very fast and you don't need to do it, you just need to open that door. Same thing here. There's a way to knock the alarms out, but you don't get that gun unless you go get it right, it's out of the way. And it's just faster to do this way. And here you have to kill like 14 enemies before you can move on. So if you shoot there, she'll run into it. And you get a fine line. It's about as much fun as you can have with that place. Oh shit. You don't really need the health, but you need the weapons. So you really want to make sure to grab those. So if you shoot that guy, he moves out of your way, but you still need to kill him afterwards, even after you disable him, because his hitbox is still there. So you need to get through this door now, but there's people coming from here, and it doesn't open for you. All of them. But they all put their heads in the same places, so they're easy to get rid of. Sometimes you're gonna see me restarting checkpoint. It's usually a very good reason for that. Sometimes it's to despawn enemies, sometimes it's to make sure the upcoming area loads properly. But sometimes it doesn't. And I mean, those are the big two, I think. There are other reasons for it. Maybe sometimes to make sure that every NPC comes with me, sometimes it is to do different things. Like there just now is to just get the enemy to go away. And here it is to make sure that my partner comes out of the elevator. Because it happens that she doesn't. All in it. Yeah, you really want to do that section as fast as possible. Or well, I don't really say much, but you have these grenades, right? See them in the bottom left corner. And what they do is they slow time down for everyone except for you. So you want to use them within a quick succession of each other as well. Since you're using two, you want to use both very near to each other, time, and very close to each other, because you need to wait for your partner to run to somewhere, and the longer she spends half time, then that's the longer it's gonna take, because it's not just enemies, it's you two. And you have to kill all these. If you just shoot this one like 4 times, then your partner will take care of it. Because you need to shoot all of them until that guy spawns, or before that guy spawns. And unless he spawns, you can't get in here and get that. I got this gun as well. Will be used later. But for the most part now, it's a lot of just straightforward running. I have to get that door open since we're breaking in, you know. I got the ID card of an employee, so I can go in like through the proper channels, but since you need to have your buddy with you, you need to get her into and all that. So I hate to kill civilians, but they're in the way, and it's faster to get rid of them. We kind of have to get rid of them before your partner will get down here. And so those grenades are very useful throughout this entire level. So I will use them pretty liberally. I'm using them here just to slow down enemy movement, really, because I don't want to get shot. Following it down, kill those two. So here's the part where I'll need the injector, basically. These mutants or some kind of... They're the zombies of this time, right? Or this era, rather. And so, we just hit them with one of these darts, and that's the end of them. So, that was it. Well, this guy's fortunate, but it doesn't really matter. Because, you don't have fire on you forever in this game, if you get hit by it. Restart here to make sure it loads properly. Get some more grenades, because I need them for a boss fight. In this other place as well. Oh, that guy didn't pass. Motherfucker. There it is. Sorry for swearing, guys. I know this Christian Twitch marathon, but sometimes I can't help myself. So, more puzzles here, and they're all the same and everything. So, do 2 first and then 1 later. Like that. And the second time you just... Basically you need help from 4. I didn't want to use more than 1. Pen. Or hit the button too much. Too hard. Yeah, you really just want to use 1 per cycle. But yeah, you have to do 4 cycles in this room. First one is hacking, second one is shooting, third is hacking, fourth is shooting. And the first one is 2 puzzles and 2 rounds. Or first 2 it's 2 puzzles or 2 rounds. And this, and then number 3 and number 4 is just 1 round of hacking and 1 round of shooting. This is how hacking works with it. Okay. I'm not as practicing the hacking as I normally am. And you should be able to do that without the guy saying very much. It's kind of a tell when you're doing stuff. The dialogue comes on. And you start hearing it as well, but you know this. My back is killing me, Jesus Christ. Me too. Sit properly. Oh. Really sorry about this mic situation. It's fucking everything up, including my back. So I can kill those planes is when some of the measurements, essentially. It's a good stretch. This is the worst overall missions, or the worst overall mission in the game, in my humble opinion. It's fucking garbage. Hate this. Sorry. Shouldn't bring negativity into the marathon.
They might know where the ultimate base is. Better stick with them.
It's a lot worse on hard because there's a lot of things that will just automatically kill you if they feel like it. Doesn't exist in the same vein or in the same intensity and the easy version. There's no way to really die unless you really die. But you wouldn't be running this if you were Pat now, would you? Well, I don't really know how this first times actually when you start out and everything, because I started. I learned this game on hard first and then switched to easy like a year or two later. So I don't know how the learning process is for learning easy, since I just flat out did it, potentially. Once more people started becoming attracted to the game. For the longest time it was just me. You don't have to take out the tank, you can just go past him. There's another tank section like this later on. It's pretty bearable and you can get to steer it, but that second one you don't get to do that, so it's pretty much an auto score at that point. And the future or past self-driver is really bad too. There's a section where you don't actually need to kill any enemies, but if you don't, your teammates will, so it's faster if you just kill them. You have to do this because in order to enter the main base you need this kind of thing. This implant. And now that I have the implant, and now I can rendezvous with my past self and steal his robot friend. Normally you're supposed to like grab a sniper and take out turrets from the other side, but you don't need to. You can even do this in hard, but it's very hard. Just taking the most dangerous part in that entire run. And even here you can see that I'm taking a lot of damage, but since again it's on easy, it's not a problem. And for this part, all you do is shoot at these planes. And when you get past a certain point, there's no more planes, so you just sit and do nothing. Like, I don't know what the fuck this is supposed to be, but as it turns out, I'm taking a lot of damage. I should be okay still, but if I die here, it's all on the AI, it's not me. See, I can't do anything right now. I can't even hit any of these, and there are no more planes for me to shoot. Like this one, can't even die. I can't even kill that. Seems like I'm gonna be okay, but still, Jesus Christ, this guy is such a bad driver. I really waste a lot of time thinking what this is. Just a demonstration, basically. And thankfully there's HP right past it. But on hard, that's a totally different story, you know? Here, so you can see the road is kind of wobbly, so I try to drive as straight as possible, but sometimes when you're turning and you're hitting a bump or something, you kind of get knocked out of your way a little bit. So now all you have to do is control this robot and you clear them out using the organ cells. The paints, that is, the fighters. And there's no real way to know if they're dying. Well, no good way at least. So you just pretty much have to lock on and fire like 10 missiles at them. And hope that does it. Might be the last one actually, it's pretty fast. Yep, it's pretty good. Whew. Excuse me. I don't know. Done no such thing. I'm being unjustly smeared here. I don't condone this kind of behavior. during my runs. Here to kill all these enemies. And that's the gist of it. They just have to sit for a long time and watch a cutscene.
The base is vast. It has hangars, weapons research, and what's this? Crow has built hundreds of thousands of incubation pods. He's speed growing an entire army. Wait, it's not a human army or a robot. It's oh no, they're TimeSplitters. Crow is creating a TimeSplitter army. According to the data, the splitters are not yet fully formed. We can still stop the war before it starts. An electro tool that could be very useful against shielded enemies.
So the electro tool, what it does is you overcharge enemy shields and electrical barriers, and they break down.
Not sure it's an improvement.
You'll see it here with the shields if you didn't last time. But it's alright to recently with this. And the grenades, they're called plasma grenades, and they stick to the whatever they land on. Unlike the time disruptor grenades to explode in contact, these sit for a little while. Very useful in this mission. I'm just running here just because I gotta use them. Oh, I missed shit. Alright, time. I did not get him. Alright, that was on me, boys. Sorry about that. We shouldn't miss 4 grenades on the island. It's really bad. Especially since I hit the first one immediately, but it's fine. You get more grenades almost immediately.
The sphere's energy surface is still strong enough to deflect your weapons. Within the sphere, there should be an opening somewhere in the sphere's case.
So as soon as you kill all the enemies in these, well, you have to face a big one now.
Another Goliath? No chance
And
of hacking this time.
he spawns as soon as you kill anyone else. But he dies from just like 5 grenades. So he's not very hard to kill. The reason I switched to the gun there instead of the or the handgun instead of this gun, it's because it's slightly faster to bring out. big guy only needs like one shot to the head to die. So anyways, it's not. Did you find it? Just one? Here again, we just need to kill everyone again. We're done with it, so you can proceed rather. Right, that got both of them. You're never really sure if you get him because you throw the grenade and then you look away, but you can tell if he falls to the ground because there's a lot of like bang. That's how you know. Kill that guy because otherwise he might come in the way, because he turns around. So essentially what I need to do is destroy all of these, right? Because the guy was making a TimeSplitter army, and so the big ball in the previous room with the big robot in it, that was the main power core, and that little thing right there was the backup. Or the backup life support thing is, because the power's still on here, but I don't know how it works. I'm not too invested in the lore, or in the exact details and plot holes, whatever. Well, that's the basic gist of it, and now I have to just kill the guy. There's a boss fight coming up here as well. It's a pretty hard boss fight actually. It's hard to do properly because there's a lot of like timings you need to hit and that kind of thing. Especially one here, so I need to be real precise and hit this timing and then all of this kill. I already got it. So essentially, I was fucking around, and for some whatever reason, there's a cutscene in the entry room, right? And for whatever reason, you can skip it at any point. But if you wait until he starts moving his right leg, that's the timing. Then he starts out without any HP, and you can just fire one shot at him and he dies. It's a pretty slick trick. I really need to lie down because my pack is killing me right now. Holy shit. Oh no, you don't like that? Good.
This is where it all began. The crystals are here, and Crow's time machine must be here too. Destroy the crystals, and you destroy Crow's power. The TimeSplitters will never be created. The war will never happen. This is it, Cortez. Billions of lives depend upon you. No pressure, though.
This is Degen control to the Barracuda. You are not scheduled to return to base. Is there a problem? An engineering team is standing by. Respond, please, Barracuda. Barracuda, respond immediately. That's an order. There has been an unauthorized docking in
I mean, I like that, huh?
Security team stand by. Opening iris.
Look at the size of this base. It must have taken years to construct. I guess that's the beauty of time travel. You start construction, then come back when it's finished.
The thing I like about this game is there's a lot of, like, half the time you have to kill enemies and half the other times you don't. So there's a lot of good mix in that sense. know, I hate in games like GoldenEye, but I only got one grenade, but usually one too. I don't hate in games like GoldenEye, but I like it when you need to. In FPS speed, then you actually do have to like kill enemies. You can't just run past everything. Or when you benefit from killing enemies in some way. It's pretty neat too, because well, sometimes in the way you want to just kill them, right? In order to proceed faster. There's a lot of them here. Or it's just faster to get rid of some enemies that are in front of you. Because you don't want them to shoot at you. Even in these difficulties where it doesn't really matter if you're taking damage. We start here to make sure the area loads properly. Five seconds left, done. Fuck. Who's in there? I don't know what the deal is now because I killed everyone. But I'm sure. And this has been bugging me lately too because I've been killing everyone. There's someone who, and that guy said to. So I should have killed everyone. Oh, there's fucking things. Jesus Christ. Now, I don't know, somehow, for some reason that messed me up. Because he was supposed to kill only the guy that's in front of you up on the ledge and on the other side. The four guys on the other side, and I did all that. And I don't know what to do. I don't know what to tell you. Gets messed up sometimes. On this section I need to pull 3 levers in order to, like these ones are to crank these out. For the powers in the engine. And then I can start the driller. I don't know what you call it, a driller when it's just a big drill, but that's how it is. And I just have to wait until this thing this thing hits the bottom, and then can get out. And that's the gist of this. Well, that's the it. That's the it of it. For some reason that's the only mission that doesn't have like the complete thing at the end. This one the last. The little text box that says that you complete the thing. So if you remember the first mission, this is it. Again. Motherfucker. Pretty sure I hit it and hit the first time, but apparently not. I have to be sniping here. Sniping. I really just want to kill him as fast as possible. That's actually a little bit weird, but what you can do is, you do the first, between the first and the second one I did, the second like sniper, or sniper exercise, whatever kind of thing, where there's a bunch of enemies in the field, there's another one, they come running from the side, so you can skip that one if you just do it fast enough. Sorry, dude. It's the best way I can explain it. Unfortunately, now you have to dash watch. What the hell's going on? You have to just shoot this down. I'm not even looking at the screen right now, but because you don't have to.
TimeSplitters. Until you defeat Crow by destroying the crystals, the splitters still have the potential to exist.
You okay, Sarge? Good shooting, soldier. Now let's move.
Heck yeah.
There's the base. Just think, I've been there.
And out here you have to kill like same thing as last time, so it's just a few stuff you have to kill. It's a bit more annoying though, because you're not like there next to them. Yeah, I'm going with this shitty sniper. I mean, it's a good sniper, but it's kind of a shitty situation that you're in. There's only 6 people. And this is the last mission, so get excited.
Nice picture. Okay, no more distractions. Flying to the crystals. There's Crow's time machine.
Or whatever's next. I don't know what's next, but you gotta schedule in the chat. You can see it. You have to kill all these before you can go down here. Ideally you want to be able to do it while you're up on the ledge that you came in from, but sometimes they all run weird ass directions and resurface. I guess you can say I'm the weirdest places, so kind of mess you up. So time's coming up at the end of this mission, but it's a while until then, so. So here you have to choose 3 of his extremities to shoot and take out before his back part becomes vulnerable. Normally I go for 2 guns on 1 foot because I don't want to be shot at. But if you do take both the feet instead, then you can still jump around and get shit. So, whichever you prefer. Should work, right? Why is it not working? This guy's not... Christ, alright, whatever. A bit of time wasted, but it doesn't matter. It's underestimating me. So time is coming up as soon as soon after I kill him. Alright, get ready. Not yet, but soon. Alright boys, you know what we say. It's time to split time. Hopefully that works out well. Alright, that was TimeSplitters Future Perfect. Sorry about the mic situation. I'll be back in like 2 days or so, doing another one. Egg main is only a short, like 20-minute run. It's pretty exciting. But yeah, next up is...
Holy shit, I was muted. Egg Tetris.
Egg Tetris pretty much is. Welcome back. Next up is Tsukimos. I don't know that guy, but I'm sure he's a great guy. With Metal Slug 3. So stay tuned, and thank you for me this time.